Hey everybody, what is up? My name's Mackenzie.
And I'm Jonathan.
We are husband and wife, and we'd like to welcome you to TerreDice.
And today we're talking about 5 terrible games that we absolutely love.
Yeah, so I was thinking about this category, and I was like, you know when you're dating someone, and then you have some things that would be like deal breakers, and you see this quality in this person, and there is that deal breaker, but you love them anyway? Well, that is what these games are. So, if that sounds like something you might want to play, then just keep watching.
First up on this list is Hey, That's My Fish. I love this game. So your little penguin sliding around on ice in straight lines, picking up fish. And when you do that, you're gonna remove the piece of ice that you were on previously. Mm-hmm. And you're trying to break off big pieces of this glacier to claim all of the fish on that glacier. So it's a great little game. However, it has one fatal flaw. The setup to play ratio is insane, and these little hex tiles that we're floating around on, they're tiny little tiles that have to be set up in this perfect grid, and I want to die inside every time I do it. It's just it takes so long to set up all... Hello, Emma. It takes so long to set up all of these tiles. And oh my goodness, I hate it, but I love the game anyway.
Yeah, it's interesting because this used to be a big box version, but now they just make the pocket version, which I think it would get solved with setting up tiles with it being bigger. Do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a bunch of tiles.
It's just a bunch of tiles, but I still really enjoy this game, and the minis are so cute. And regardless of setup, which that's a deal breaker for me. Well, he sets it up, so I don't really care. I love this game. Up next on this list is Betrayal at House on the Hill.
A classic.
Now, I know this is already a controversy because there are already some people that are like, this is a terrible game. And then they're like, no, but I love this. And those people both are right. So, in this game, these classic people have decided to go into this place that it looks like a haunted house, but they decide to go to it anyway to figure out what's going on. And at some point during exploring and bringing out different tiles and exploring different parts of the house, somebody is going to end up turning on everyone and the haunt, and then you have to end up fighting them. And so either one person will win or the rest of the team will win. So this is a lot of fun, but there are some flaws to this, is that there are lots of different scenarios, and some are great, and then some are duds.
Total duds.
Can you have examples of different ones that you've
Yeah, I mean, we've had fun ones where we're running for our lives trying to craft a silver bullet for a werewolf. It's great. Mm-hmm. And then you go through the next scenario, and it's we're trying to dig, but the person who ended up being the haunt person was also the person who didn't want to be there, who has never played before, and we barely convinced them to play, and they barely know the rules, and now they're by themselves, and they I don't really know what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. So that's one thing with this game is that you don't have a choice of who becomes the haunt, and sometimes it's someone that's really, really great that comes in it, but sometimes it's a brand new person. I mean, and if it's someone that doesn't really know how to play, and all of a sudden they have to play all by themselves. My sister, poor Madison, she always gets stuck being the haunt, and she hates it because she always feels she has to go to the bathroom by herself and sit there and read this little book while everyone else figures out what to do. But for
we played a pretty terrible scenario with her too.
But for the right audience, this game is actually really fun, and I always have to play it during Halloween time, and it is a classic.
Next up on this list is Clover, which is probably one of my favorite party games because it's so cool. You have this 4-sided clover leaf where you get these cards that are placed so that one word is facing the outside. Mm-hmm. And you have to play this word association game where you're going to put a one-word clue on each side of the clover leaf that relates to the 2 words on the cards facing outward. And then you take all the cards off, you add in another card, you shuffle them up, and the rest of the people at the table have to try to figure out which cards go where and then what rotation to match your clues. It is so much fun. I love seeing people guess, but it's not really a game. There's no score. There is scoring, but it's a co-op kind of, but there's not really a target to hit. It kind of just is one of those games that fizzles out and ends when everyone decides they're done.
Yeah, it's a game, and there is some sort of point system that they have in there, but I don't think I've ever played a game of So Clover where there's a winner. No, everyone's just kind of
we're done.
Well, I played this enough. Well, let's play something else. And each one is fun. and that's why we're putting it on this list. But it is interesting. It just keeps it.
Yeah, it's kind of like,
just move on.
It's a thing.
I do think it's a great party game.
Next up on this list is Dodos riding Dinos. So this is kind of like a Mario Kart like dinosaur race game. The super cool twist is that there's a ton of dexterity games in this. So like basically you have all these different objects that you have to chuck at the other dinosaurs sometimes to slow them down. So like a meteor you drop from above, a banana tree you like flick your wrist like, like you just throwing it off the tree. There's like a feather you underhand, a log you roll. It's super fun. An egg you flick. But it's a terrible game because to me because you can be really good at like games and like still just lose every time in this because you can get swapped with like the person in last place at the flip of a hat.
Yeah.
So there's very much a lot of luck, a lot of take that, a lot of you're just back 5 spaces now. But you know what? It's a ton of fun. It's a gorgeous game. Tons of fun dexterity.
I was gonna say the production value on this game is gorgeous. Like it is an unfair game that is so beautiful.
So beautiful.
And I really enjoy the challenge of flicking things. If you just for this game you have to get into the spirit of it's a Mario Kart and you might just get whacked to the end and you just have to roll with the dice. But I do enjoy this game. It's fun. Last on this list is Catapult Feud. Now, this is a game where it has like a Monty Python-esque theme going on where you were it's another dexterity game. So you were taking these actual catapults and launching them at the other tower that the other person has made. Now, there is a gameplay to this. There are cards that kind of feel like they've been jammed in there where there's like different things that like different challenges and different ways you have to do it. But at the end of the day with this game, you were just wanting to knock over the other person's castle. Like I call it's bowling. And it's a lot of fun. The gameplay, I don't think it's necessary. I think, but this is one of those games. It's a great time to like see how far you can get it away from each other and launch it across the room, and actually being able to hit those. And I think it's a great time.
All right, and we mean absolutely no offense to the designers when we say that these are terrible games. They do exactly what they've set out to do. They just have like something about them that just like drives me crazy or drives you crazy.
Yeah. And I think if you were looking at a like dictionary, like textbook information of what makes a great board game, these would have some flaws, but that doesn't mean we still don't love them. So you should check them out as well. All right, so we've had some complaints that Emma hasn't been in the ending of our videos, so here she is. She is back. But everyone, thank you so much for watching this. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know whenever we put out a new video. And let us know down below what are some of your most terrible games that you just can't get off your shelf and you keep on playing them. And we'll see you next time. Happy playing. All right. Hey everybody, what is up? The war for the floor has begun once more. I'll probably cut that part out. But yes, check out Catapult Feud.